Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I've got 3 stories that I will be sharing with you coming from 3 different articles, all of them very awesome, very interesting, and I'll be starting with this one from newsbtc.com titled, TD Buy Trigger Could Cause XRP to Rip Against Bitcoin. Yes, indeed, they think that in terms of price action, XRP could just go on a complete tear here. And then you've got another article talking about, and it's from the fund manager's opinion, who I'm sure many of you have heard of. I'll tell you who in just a minute here. But he believes that you're going to be looking at a 20-fold increase in Bitcoin sooner than later, actually. And I can only imagine what that would ultimately mean for the price action of XRP. And then finally, we've been talking a fair bit about the Spark token within the XRP community. I've been bringing it up fairly frequently on this channel. There's been a lot to say about it, frankly. And it's exciting to me because as I record this, the Spark token is worth $0, and we, as XRP holders, are getting the Spark token for free. We'll be the first to have it should we choose to claim it. And I do fully intend to claim all of my free Spark tokens. Now, eventually, I firmly believe, I can imagine this not happening, I firmly believe that at some point, this cryptocurrency, this brand new utility fork of the XRP ledger, the Spark token, it's going to be traded on exchanges here. So it's going to have a market price. Our price, 0. Open market price, question mark. Don't know how much. But I wanted to share with you what can happen when a brand new cryptocurrency gets listed. And I have a story indicating that for a cryptocurrency, and this just happened, it just had its launch day, and in one day it increased by 630%. Now look, I'm not going to pretend to know what's going to happen with these free Spark tokens that we're going to have the ability to claim, but I think they're going to be worth something. And my gosh, day one, 630%. Please happen to my Spark tokens. That would be fantastic. I want to be clear, I'm not a financial advisor. I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice. You absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just your everyday Joe Schmo member of the XRP community that likes talking about these topics for fun, as a hobby, a strong interest, and I like making YouTube videos too, so I smash those 2 interests together. It's my most favoriteest hobby ever, but I don't want anyone to think that I'm someone or something that I'm not. So I'm going to be super duper clear about that. That's why I take the time to say that in every video. I'm sorry if you're tired of hearing it, but there's always new subscribers coming on board, so it is the right thing to do. Before going any further, if you would please delicately tap the like button, I would appreciate the support. And also, if you are a fan of can you imagine? A 630% increase for a brand new cryptocurrency, hopefully with the Spark token. Go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. At a minimum, you will be in good company. So let's jump into this piece about XRP's price. Bitcoin has recently been picking up steam, stealing some of the capital and thunder from the DeFi trend and Ethereum. XRP, however, continues to lag behind both top crypto assets and linger sideways. According to the Bitcoin trading pair, however, XRP could soon rip against the leading cryptocurrency by market cap and catch up against Ethereum after long trailing behind. And I will share with you this, because even though I'm not some sort of special money guy, not anywhere near that, I'm not a chart analyst, I don't have an interest in even learning how to read charts, I will share with you that my simple everyday Joe Schmo understanding of what's going on, because I do have eyeballs as it turns out, is that, and just look at the charts, you can verify this yourself, it's pretty easy to see, XRP trades sideways longer than other top cryptocurrencies. Even if you just look at like the top 10 coins in terms of market cap, it trades sideways longer, but then it has these massive bursts up. Historically, this is what's happened. I have no reason to believe that people are suddenly going to start treating XRP any differently when they're deciding whether or not to buy or sell. Let me go a little bit further. I think I didn't want to cover too much of this because some of it's technical, and I try to stay away on this channel as much of that as possible. There's enough chart analysts out there, and again, I'm not one, so just trying to share with you opinions from various chart analysts, typically, anyway. I will cover this part there. Coinciding with the TD9 buy setup triggering on daily timeframes, XRP BTC is forming a doji at the bottom of a short and medium-term downtrend just as it closed outside of the bottom Bollinger Bands. Past doji closes back into the Bollinger Bands have resulted in at least some upside following, many instances resulted in strong reversals. Now, zooming out, XRP BTC also seems to be retesting a breakout of its long-term downtrend resistance line as support. If XRP can hold against Bitcoin here, the recovery could finally follow. And I've been listening to all sorts of chart analysts. I will share with you, even earlier today, I watched a video from the blockchain backer, and he's still firm on the idea that, like, even if you retrace and get back down to, I can't remember, he may have said, what did he say? I can't remember if he said 22 or 23 cents, which is more or less what he's been saying anyway. I can't remember the exact, down to the tenth of a penny that he stated, but it's still, it's within the realm of what he's been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks now. That part hasn't changed, but he's just firm on this idea of, going, like, he's not even hedging his bets, and he said that too. He's like, no, I'm not going to say it could go this way or that way. He says, no, the trend is up, other than maybe even when it gets, whatever it is that he said, 22, 23. Outside of that, though, he's like, no, it's going up. And so he was talking about the concept of, like, I think he said 33 cents. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think he said somewhere in that range in short order. Man, from there, though, what can happen, because even he's been saying, okay, so once you hit that point, it could be more of a catalyst. And he was talking recently, in just the recent days, that the fact he believes XRP is going to be heading up to 65 cents sooner than later. I would not hate that. I am happy with my bags. If you want to go now, just go XRP. It's fine. All right, now this is interesting from Bitcoinist.com. Bitcoin will likely grow 15 to 20x in the next 15 months, says fund manager. Bitcoin has every possibility to grow its market size by 15 to 20 times within the next 15 months, according to Anthony Pompliano of New York-based hedge fund Morgan Creek Digital. Now let me ask you, if that ends up happening, if he's right, okay, because he is a financial guy, so and he seems to be offering financial advice here. Wait till I share with you what he's advising here in just a moment. I'm not telling you to do or not do anything, but I will share with you what he says. But imagine if Bitcoin really does 15x or 20x. My gosh. Given how much less money there is in XRP right now, once it has its turn around, even if it lags behind, I don't care if it lags behind by a whole freaking year. Whatever it takes. I'm gonna outpace anyone else. I don't care. I will be patient. What's the multiplier going to look like for XRP? Because seriously, if Bitcoin does that, it's going to take a lot more money flowing in to get that type of multiplier effect, versus how much you'd have to flow into XRP to get that type of multiplier effect. So I don't make price predictions, never going to, but I would be shocked if XRP didn't at some point hit its all-time high and then enter price discovery and the multiplier effect. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't a good bit higher than that, perhaps a lot higher than that. That's my unprofessional opinion to share with you, but I don't pretend to know the direction all of this is going to go. Anyway, the piece continues. The founder said in a note to investors that they should put 1 to 10% of their investable capital into Bitcoin, recalling his own portfolio's 50% exposure in the cryptocurrency. Mr. Pompliano cited a string of upside catalysts that would benefit anyone who invests in / holds the 11-year-old financial asset. Man, I will say this, whether it's Bitcoin or other coins, I think at some point it's going to be so commonplace to at least have some exposure to the crypto asset class. And maybe that'll be a normal range, but I won't be surprised in the future if it's a larger percentage for many people than that. But even just having a tiny percentage, to me personally, it makes all the sense in the world. This asset class is not going away for so many reasons. I could not be more confident in that. That's my humble opinion. And I have a feeling if you're listening to this, you probably came to that conclusion yourself. but we shall see here. And then there's a little subheading here: demand from asset managers, corporations. Bitcoin rose around 50% on a year-to-date time frame. Mr. Pompliano predicted a further upside for the cryptocurrency due to growing demand from the institutional investors. For instance, Fidelity Investments, a Boston firm with $3.3 trillion worth of assets under management, favored a 1 to 5% allocation to Bitcoin in any portfolio. Well, how about that? It's like things are evolving here. Mindsets are changing to the positive here. Meanwhile, Stone Ridge, a $10 billion asset management firm, revealed that it now owns $15 million worth of Bitcoin tokens. Billionaire investor Paul Tudor Jones put 1 to 2% of his $22 billion portfolio's $22 billion of portfolios into Bitcoin futures. Also, many pension funds gained exposure in the cryptocurrency. So people are ultimately coming around. Could not be more freaking clear. This is one of the bazillion reasons I am thrilled to be invested in cryptocurrency, and specifically XRP, when I am, before the vast majority of the big money ultimately comes in. They are going to come in after me. I am here first. I prefer that. I prefer it that way. I don't want them in first. I want me in first, and I am. Of course, there are certain institutions, many of that beat me, but I'm just saying, when this is all said and done, I think pretty much every institution in legacy finance it's gonna want to dip their toe in this year. So that's why I'm saying I feel confident that I will be the one, when let enough time pass, that will have been here in the early days. That's how I feel. And same for you. I mean, congratulations if you're savvy enough to be here in 2020. I don't care if the asset class has been around a decade. My friends, we are early to the party. That's my opinion. Take a look at this from the Daily Hodl. Long-awaited crypto asset surges 630% on launch day. Here's the latest on Filecoin. And I don't know anything about the coin, whether it's good or bad. I'm not going to really have commentary on that. But it's just the idea of what can happen on the day a cryptocurrency launches. So take a look at this. Decentralized storage network Filecoin has finally launched its highly anticipated FIL token, FIL token, seen its price skyrocket by 630% just hours after going live. And see, this is the type of thing you see when markets are illiquid. When there's no money, you go from no money being into it to money being in it. You see these crazy ramp ups in terms of price action. And so I cannot wait for people to speculate on our Spark tokens, because the only way you can get a Spark token is if somebody gives it to you or for free, who's going to do that, or you have to buy it from an XRP holder who got it for free. That's it. Okay, like if you're not an XRP holder, those are your options, right? And good luck getting somebody to give it to you for free. But anyway, as of writing, the coin's price remains highly volatile. At launch, FIL debuted at $28.61, reaching a short-lived peak of $208.95. FIL has since dropped to its current price of $65.03 per CoinGecko. Similarly, its market cap has fluctuated intensely, surging from $421 million to a peak of $1.5 billion at launch, and has since dropped to $1.06 billion. So obviously it's highly volatile. It's still up from where it started. So if I will just share with you, like, if this happens on launch day, for Spark, if anything along these lines, and I don't know if it will, I'm not pretending to know that it will. I see something like this, it gets me a little excited. I'm like, I know what happens within illiquid markets, and this would be more illiquid than XRP. I think, like, if this happened, would I sell that day? For me, it's a virtual certainty that there's no way I'm going to sell even with that type of price activity. I can't imagine I'd be on day one, even if it jumped up that much, because I don't think it would stop there. Because even then, it's still, that's not particular, even at $1.5 billion market cap, so people ramped up the price, but barely any money actually went into it. I'd just be like, no, I want the rest of the world to have a little more opportunity, so I'd probably just hold and hold and hold, at least for some while. I mean, we'll see. If my opinion ever changes, I'll be happy to be transparent about it, but that's just that's how I feel at the moment anyway. Can you imagine? Because think about it, there's only 45 billion of these damn things, these Spark tokens. And what if it did go on a parabolic run like we saw with XRP in 2017 and early 2018, when XRP went from 20-something cents to almost $4? Holy hell, like this could really be something. I don't know if it will. I'm not pretending to know, but I am glad I'm getting my free Spark tokens. I am very appreciative of this. So hopefully it becomes something, and hopefully the technology is legitimately useful. This all has to be proven still. But in the meantime, I think that people will be speculating on this. Excuse me. And even if it's worth a fraction of a penny, hey, that came out of nowhere. At least we got it for free, right? Even if that happens. So it's gonna for me paying the price of zero, I will take whatever I get anyway. Right? Anyway, I will wrap it up there though. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.